Are you looking for peace of mind at your doorstep? Look no further. With the Blink Video Doorbell, your home's entrance is always within your control. Check out the link in the video description to learn more and get your Blink Video Doorbell on Amazon. Your home is in your hands.
Gabby Logan spoke candidly about her sex life with husband Kenny after he had his prostate removed. Former Scottish rugby international Kenny, 52, was diagnosed with cancer in February 2022 after Gabby, 51, urged him to go to the doctors. And on Thursday, Gabby told the Chris Evans breakfast show on Virgin Radio that they had to have a discussion about him potentially not having an erection again because that can be affected after treatment. She confirmed that for them, it eventually came back, but admitted that she wasn't that patient about it. Speaking about an episode of the Midpoint podcast she recorded with former rugby international Kenny about life post-prostate, Gabby said, "It's Kenny and I talking frankly about what was going to happen. Because there is a big risk of functionality and not being there. Erectile function can be massively affected and it might not come back." Kenny was very lucky and eventually it did, but it took a while. His wife wasn't as patient as she might have been. "I think the reason why I wanted to talk about it candidly was because, of course, if you've been together with somebody for a long time, and that's a big part of your relationship, then it is something that is going to affect the dynamics. It's huge. I'm trying not to use the wrong words. It's huge. He was obviously wanting us to be the couple that we were before and obviously was facing up to this potential huge physical change. While Kenny received the all-clear last year was a knit ally at 100% mentally and physically, he previously admitted that his sex life was not consistent. Kenny and presenter Gabby have been married for over 22 years and share 2 children together. In February 2023, Kenny spoke candidly about the after-effects of treatment, and said they left him black and blue downstairs. Speaking to The Telegraph at the time, he said, "Whether it be my dyslexia, my relationship, IVF, we've always been quite open. So, I was quite happy to talk about erectile dysfunction and all these other things because I was like, it is a symptom. From a sexual point of view, it's not consistent. As the surgeon said to me, this could take 18 months. Within a month, I was getting movement, where he says, that's amazing. So it's just not as consistent. The beauty is you can take a tablet and it changes things." He explained that his brave honesty was motivated by his desire to help other people. Reiterating the need for all men his age to get checked, he said, "If I can help one person, that'd be great. But I've probably helped a lot of people with the coverage it had." The couple said Kenny was extremely lucky they caught it early, which afforded him options regarding treatment. Kenny was inspired to go for a general checkup after hearing guests on his wife's podcast discuss having their hormones tested. And when he did, his results showed a high level of PSA, prostate-specific antigen. "I got checked and very quickly, within 3 to 4 months, I had a biopsy and they said there was something there, but they'd keep an eye on it," he said. He said what stood out the most from that appointment was the specialist telling him 40% of his mates have got this, high PSA levels, but don't know. It doesn't always lead to cancer, and many men go their entire lives not knowing. So when he was diagnosed with prostate cancer a short time later, Kenny recalled it being a huge shock. He made the decision to remove the prostate entirely, and is now 3 months post-operation, feeling almost as good as new. "I'm probably about 90% back to normal," he said. Gabby has previously spoke about his tough journey back to good health, and revealed her husband appeared entirely fine right up until the day of the operation. He did a bike session, he had no pain, no symptoms, and to go in and have a really invasive surgery, it obviously takes a long time to recover from, she said. "You're going to feel a lot worse off after it, but we're very, very, very lucky." Kenny hoped his diagnosis will fuel more open discussions in the community, having previously noted that men are particularly notorious for suffering in silence and not scheduling regular checkups with doctors. Prostate cancer can often be treated if caught early, but symptoms usually do not show up until the cancer is already in advance.